Welcome to the next Fun at the Fair tutorial, and this is a simple game based on two sprites, a cat, a basketball, one backdrop which I've just drawn on using the pen tool and different thicknesses of pen, red and black, and then I've programmed it. Now I've tried to do it in the simplest possible way that I can. And I've got all this information off the Scratch wiki, so it's like Wikipedia, but it's just for Scratch, so just search for Scratch wiki. So what I want to do is, when I start the game by pressing the green flag, I can then get some controls with the different keys. So S is to take it back to the beginning, and you can see on here that I've added an arrow just by using the line tool and just drawing a red arrow. So I thought it'd be really interesting if we can vary the angle of the ball. So I'm now looking at these two simple commands. If I press the up arrow, it turns 15 degrees. Now I don't actually need those there. I was messing around with some of the data, the variables on here, but I don't actually need that. So I'm just going to move those. This is really useful for if you're using scores. So I don't need that one either. So you can make a scoring variable. So if it touched the black for the hoop, you could get a point. But we're going to keep it very, very simple. So now I move the up arrow and the down arrow. I can vary the angle of the ball. Now the way Scratch works is that if you then say move 10, it will move in the direction of the angle. So that's really interesting. So I'll get rid of that. And you can see I've put move 10 in there. So this is complicated, so I'm going to take my time. We've got a forever loop. That means it's going to just keep going round until we press the stop here, or until we delete the clone. The actual game won't stop, but it'll look as if it's stopping. So we're going to say when we press the space bar, it's going to make a copy of the basketball. So it's going to create a second version. So let's just try that. Can you see? Now the reason we need that in is if you look at when I press there, it's actually creating a clone every second or every little millisecond that I'm holding down the space bar. So I don't want that to happen. I want it to wait a second, so I can only get one ball every second. Okay? So that's why I need the wait in there. Now, when I start as a clone, so when we create a second copy of the ball, it's going to move forward 10 all the time. It's going to keep moving forward until it touches that colour. And that colour is the colour of the net. So I could change it to any colour I want. I could have it the colour of the hoop if I wanted, but we want it the colour of the net. So I'm just going to click on there and get the red back on. I can't do that, so I'll just get the black on for the hoop. And if on edge, it's still going to move forward, but it's going to bounce. So if it comes up here, it's going to bounce off at the same angle, so it's going to go down that way. So it's really good for just practicing your maths to do with reflection. And if it does touch the black, it's going to get rid of the clone. Let's just move that out the way and see what happens. So we're going to press S to start the game. Sorry, we're going to press S to get the ball back over here. And then we're going to choose an angle. So I'm going to choose that angle, and then I'm going to press the space bar. Okay. So when I start as a clone, it's going to move forward. Why isn't that working? Surely that doesn't make any difference. No. So I forgot to press the green flag. Now it'll work. Okay. So I can have lots of balls going around, but they'll only disappear if they go into the hoop. So it's like a magic basketball court. So I can change the angle, press spacebar, change the angle, press spacebar, and then I've got some balls moving around. Now, you'll notice that it disappears if it touches the cat. So I'm going to leave you with the question about why it disappears when it touches the cat. Because when I ran it before, it didn't seem to disappear. So it's good to leave you with a puzzle and see if you can solve it.